Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. We'll start with the headlines. The Civil Service Council discusses organizing functional conditions for some categories of staff and studies proposals to upgrade governmental performance. Before the Shura Council, the Minister of Sports Affairs revealed the Omani strategy for sports and means of improving it. The exchange rate index of Omani Riyal increases by 2% by the end of December 2016. And the Holy Quran and the Hadith competition for youth of Gulf Cooperation Council countries starts in the Governorate of Muscat. Those are the headlines, and now for the news in details. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of Saudi Arabia, in reply to His Majesty's cable of condolences on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Badr bin Muhammad bin Abdurrahman bin Faisal Al Saud. His Majesty the Sultan also received a cable of thanks from His Majesty King Abdullah II Ibn Al Hussein in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on his birthday. And His Majesty has received a similar cable from Emperor Akihito of Japan in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on the occasion of the 28th anniversary of his accession to the throne. Organizing functional conditions for some categories of staff to be in line with the competence of their workplaces and duties and responsibilities of their jobs topped discussions of the Civil Service Council at its first meeting of the year. The Council also discussed a number of topics related to appointment requests, contracts for some technical positions, in addition to a number of suggestions meant to upgrade governmental performance such as human resource development, quality management applications, besides government services, directories and emails. His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of Diwan of Royal Court, Chairman of the Civil Service Council, presided over the meeting. His Excellency Sheikh Saad bin Mohammed Al Mardouf, Minister of Sports Affairs, pointed out the government's decision towards not expanding in proclamation of sports clubs when he was hosted by the Shura Council. The session also revealed that the delay in the Sports Academy project is due to the financial status. The minister clarified that some clubs succeeded in attracting investments. From their side, members of the Shura Council pointed out that the Omani sports strategy is unclear and the indebtedness of the Omani Football Association reached around 2 million Omani Riyals. During the session, it was also discussed that the annual expenditure on sports clubs reached 10 million Omani Riyals. 20 wilayas do not have sports clubs. Electricity connections were provided to 44 clubs at a cost of 600,000 Omani Riyals, and 7 million Omani Riyals is the budget of the Oman Football Association. The Diwan of the Royal Court, represented in the Institute of Capability Development, revealed that it chose 35 Omani youth to be trained in the third batch of the National CEO program. The program works on the formation of a society of Omani business leaders in addition to building leadership qualities based on development. The program comes within the national efforts to transform the national economy and to reduce dependency on natural resources wealth, to build a knowledge economy that is based on national capabilities in order to contribute in building a competent Omani economy at par with international economies. The program is keen to provide business mechanisms and scientific equipment for leadership that can change the practices with innovative means. It also seeks to help small and medium-sized enterprises in the Sultanate increase their efficiency.
So we look for people of talent. We look for them wherever they are in Oman. We are very interested in now having people that are, if you like, good with technology, think about things from many different perspectives across the economy, and can come together and really start to think about how to use all the advantages that Oman has. There are many more opportunities here than people realize in ways that are going to create value for the global economy. So because of this, we really encourage people from right across the economy, whether they're in small companies, whether they're women, whether they're young executives, whether they're people, entrepreneurs building their career. We want to hear from everyone that has a vision for the future of Oman in ways that we can really help bring this together to create a dynamic, innovative economy.
The Institute of Capability Development is planning to organize a training program that targets Director Generals, along with organizing a forum that gathers the graduates of the Institute who are working for public and private sectors. That was revealed to the Sultanate of Oman Television and Radio by Dr. Khamis bin Saud Al-Tubi, Director General of Administrative Development at the Diwan of Royal Court. More than 1.5 million is the number of foreign workers in the private sector and 54,000 of Omani job seekers. This was revealed in the labor market seminar at the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The seminar recommended diversifying sources of income and not to depend on oil as main resource, in addition to employing Omani human cadres. The seminar ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Salim Al-Salmi, Chief Executive Officer of the Public Authority for Capital Market. It included a number of work papers about the financial crisis and its adverse effect on the GCC countries, in addition to the oil prices fluctuation. The exchange rate index of Omani Riyal increased by 2% by the end of December 2016, recording 107 points compared to the same period in 2015. This indicates to the rise of purchasing power of the Omani Riyal. The data issued by the National Center for Statistics and Information showed that the total cash in circulation by the end of December 2016 reached more than 1.5 billion Omani Riyals, with a decrease by 7.9% compared to the same period in 2015. Private deposits at commercial banks in the Sultanate, as at the end of December 2016, reached around 13 billion Omani Riyals. Meanwhile, the total percentage of loans and financing rose by 10.1%, as at the end of January 2017, to exceed 22 billion Omani Riyals. The rate of foreign assets in Central Bank of Oman reached more than 7.5 billion Riyals, with an increase by 15.5%. The local liquidity increased at the end of last December by 1.8%, registering around 15 billion Omani Riyals. And still to come in our news bulletin. Within its expansion plan during 2017, 3 new aircrafts are inducted into Oman Air's fleet. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The activities of the Holy Quran and Hadith competition for youth of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries started in Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque in the Governorate of Muscat. The competition in its 28th edition is hosted by the Sultanate. More than 40 participants from Gulf countries are competing to memorize the Holy Quran and Hadith. The competition is considered a great occasion for Gulf youth to memorize Holy Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The event is also a great opportunity to spread the spirit of love and brotherhood among Gulf youth, in addition to strengthening the cooperation among them. The event will continue until the 3rd of March, and the winners will be announced at the conclusion of the ceremony. The Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Raft Fund to connect its electronic services with Senate centers. The agreement stipulates that the Senate centers take over completing a package of electronic municipal services associated with the ministry as a first stage through the unified system of Senate centers. This step aims to develop various services in order to guarantee facilitation of procedures and completion of transactions easily, as well as to link with different authorities concerned. The Department of Oil and Chemical Engineering at the College of Engineering in the Sultan Qaboos University organized the 10th International Conference on Thermal Engineering Theory and Practice. The conference focuses on thermal engineering, theory and its applications, providing assistance to enhance and develop skills of researchers and engineers in the Middle East and North Africa, and enhancing research capabilities in higher education institutes, as well as concentrating on the fields of science, engineering and technology. Such conference is sought to be a future gathering for those researchers by holding it each year in one of the capitals of the region. Within its expansion plan during 2017, Oman Air augmented its fleet with 3 new aircrafts, the most recent model of Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, after joining of the 2 Boeing 737-800s earlier this year. This wide-bodied aircraft is the largest version of its predecessors with the aviation fleet and is allocated for long-haul flights. Oman Air continues to inject investments in order to provide the best possible service for travelers. And now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the northern parts of the Sultanate with chances of scattered rains, with the rest of the Sultanate having clear skies with low clouds and fog over the governorates of Wusta and Dhufar. Winds will be easterly to southeasterly slight to moderate, and seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Civil Service Council discusses organizing functional conditions for some categories of staff and studies proposals to upgrade governmental performance. Before the Shura Council, the Minister of Sports Affairs reveals the Omani strategy for sports and means of improving it. The exchange rate index of Omani Riyal increases by 2% by the end of December 2016. And the Holy Quran and Hadith competition for youth of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries starts in the Governorate of Muscat. With that, we come to an end to tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, good night.